yeah.
Exhibitor Week continues. Mike, what about the explosion, baby? Next week, Staffing World 2023 in Charlotte. I'm here with my sidekick and good friend, Mike McKern's Avionte in the house. What's up, buddy?
My man, how you been? You know, I just realized earlier today, this is going to be my 9th Staffing World.
Dude, you're like next year you'll be like a veteran. You'll be like invested in Staffing World, right?
About it, yeah. Looking forward to it.
It's gonna be a blast, baby. So you ready for this, man? What kind of shirt you think I have on today? Want me to show it to you?
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Right?
The irony. And you know what? There's a brand new shirt that I just got a preview of that's coming out for Staffing World 2023. And it's based on an illustration that was done during Connect, right? So during Rishabh's speech at Connect, there was an illustrator just kind of taking all of those thoughts and ideas and putting them into sort of word bubbles. And that's what they created the shirt out of. I'm excited for it.
Did you give me one? I need a schmedium. You know that, right?
I will get you a schmedium, 100%.
Oh, good to see you, man. We haven't seen you at any conferences this year, man. We've been like missing each other. Last year, man, we were like at every conference together, man.
I felt like we were coworkers last year. I don't know. I mean, it was, I'm still all over the place, but we're just going in different directions, though. Looking forward to seeing you next week, though.
You too, brother. So, hey, let's deep dive into this, man. So you guys have so much going on with Avionte WorkN and then the VMS. So tell us what's new with Avionte, and we'll swing to the other two.
There's a lot new with Avionte. Most recently, well, you probably saw that we've got 3 booths this year at Staffing World.
You're everywhere, man. You're on every corner.
We've got the Avionte booth, which is both sides of the aisle. And then we have WorkN is going to have its own standalone booth.
Nice.
And then in August 1st, we announced the acquisition of SimpleVMS, which we're really, really excited about. You know, it's the additional piece in, you know, bringing this frictionless staffing from client to employer to talent back under one roof. And there's really exciting opportunities for client staffing companies associated with SimpleVMS to, get on board as a channel partner to diversify their revenue stream. And they're just an amazing group of people, amazing technology that they built in-house. And their clients love them, staffing companies love them, and now I love them too. I mean, I've spent several days with their VP of sales at meetings this week, and super sharp guy. He's actually presenting in one of the tech talks at Staffing World, and looking forward to learning more about those guys. So check them out or swing by the Avionte booth to learn more about our vision for the future of staffing. It's gonna be a game changer.
Dude, I love it, man. You guys keep growing. That's great when you keep growing like that. It's amazing. So what's going on with Avionte? I didn't get a chance to go to, of course, Connect, but hey, there's always next year, man. I've been so busy. So I missed out on some of the new things coming out. So maybe you want to recap everybody with it.
Yeah. So, well, the big buzz at Connect was the SimpleVMS acquisition and what that integration is going to look like from our platform's perspective. But then the other pieces that we were showing were just advancements with our AI chatbot Pixel, now live, and the new onboarding platform, Avionte 24/7 onboarding, is an integrated onboarding piece that has automated workflows. So if their status has changed to hired, for example, that's gonna be a trigger that kicks off a workflow that will send the appropriate documents to their phone at the appropriate time. Completed documents are automatically attached to their record, and you can get pretty creative with these workflows. Look at you, all decked out.
Man, you know what? These are great. By the way, this is coconut water. It's not alcohol, so we're good.
Good.
But man, that's great. I mean, I always say Pixel, man. It's the wave of the future, man. It's really taken off.
Yeah, we're excited about it, and to see it in action. And we'll be demoing Pixel, but we'll be demoing onboarding, and of course, the complete end-to-end system will be shown at our booths. At the Avionte booth, we'll have 4 different demo stations, one at WorkN and one at SimpleVMS.
And correct me, anybody can have a one-on-one with you guys too off site too, correct?
Yeah, totally. We have, I think, 2 meeting rooms scheduled
Oh,
that,
nice.
that we're able to, have one-on-one meetings if somebody is doing an evaluation and trying to keep it under the radar, or we just need to have a quiet place to talk. We have some space reserved for that.
Well, if you got a couple beers there, let me know, man. Me and you'll we'll
I'm
hit it
sure
up.
there will be.
So what's going on with WorkN right now, man? I haven't kept up with that. What's new in that app?
So, the WorkN platform
Mhm.
is now fully integrated into the Avionte ecosystem. And since last year, now the team at WorkN is now fully integrated into Avionte to help streamline development and deployment. They continue to grow on their own as well. Outside of, because you're not required to have the Avionte platform to
Oh,
be
that's
a
right.
WorkN client. So they continue to bring in new clients that are on maybe custom made software or something like that. It didn't make sense for them to make the whole move, but they needed a mobile platform in place. We were at the SAI gig economy last week, and there was a lot of talk about platforms and how they're
Mhm.
impacting the marketplace. And one of the presentations shared that staffing companies that are taking a platform first strategy are growing at 14 times the rate of traditional staffing. So it is the future. It is it's if it's not table stakes now, it will be in the probably by the end of the year.
Oh, 100%. And the clients you're working with, I'm sure they're jumping on all this. I mean, you have to. I mean,
Sure, you
seriously,
do.
AI is there. I mean, what are you seeing on your end with AI? I mean, did you learn anything at SIA? Oops.
Yeah, so the traditional ways that people think to incorporate AI are really just scratching the surface. So traditional ways are using AI to rewrite job descriptions, to maybe clean up a resume.
Yeah.
But there are use cases, and there's technology being released that's going to allow you to clean up your database using AI. Search for clients to match with talent that's available in your database using AI. So that was just a couple of nuggets, but there were several sessions devoted to that. It's the gig economy conference, right? So it's a big focus of the
Hmm.
of the of the event. The general theme was that technology is really changing the way that we work in this industry,
Oh,
right,
my.
for the better, right? It's allowing you to automate some of the tactile interactions and use the saved time to really build those relationships, because AI is going to have a tough time building personal one-on-one
Yep.
relationships.
The human connection is still going to be there, man, no matter what.
It's still got to be there. And if you can offload some of the really low value work, it allows your team to focus more on building those relationships. Having a strong relationship is going to allow you to really become that employer of choice when it comes time for a temporary employee to finish assignment and start another. They're more likely to give your team a call if they've developed that personal connection with, versus that a company that maybe has taken a hands-off approach.
Do you realize about 10, 15 years ago, we used to print resumes out and put the
I remember when I
highlight different
started, we
techniques?
used to have
Oh my
call
God.
sheets. Yeah, I mean, I would have call sheets that I went down and checked and made notes, and the world has changed dramatically, and it will continue to do so. And software companies that aren't really staying ahead of this change and putting in investing in where they see the industry going are going to be left behind, and their clients are going to be left behind too, right? Because technology evolves at an amazingly fast pace, and that's never going to slow down. It's only going to get faster.
Dude, it's crazy. ChatGPT's only been around for what? Not even a year yet. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So ChatGPT is the first, or the fastest platform ever to hit 100 million users. Do you know how fast they did that?
Go ahead. Trivia.
2 months. 100 million
Damn,
users in 2 months. Isn't that amazing?
that's
So that's
insane.
just it's yeah, but it's a great example of the rate and the pace of change.
I mean, every day there's another AI coming out. Seriously, if you see the list, Mike, it's like 2,000, 3,000 different apps out there for AI. I mean, you could
Oh yeah. Yep.
I mean, and that's where you guys come in too, because a lot of these companies, especially industrial section, we always love to talk about that. It's all about speed. We know that now,
Speed to fill, right?
Nobody
Yeah.
has patience anymore. Do you have patience? Seriously. If you're
I
streaming something, if it doesn't stream in 2 seconds, 3 seconds, I'm just clicking off it.
100%. It's the unfortunate reality of the world we live in. Our expectations have been shaped by our experience with companies, right? With Amazon. I want finding a job to be as easy as ordering a new TV. I want to read reviews. I want to place my order. I want it to show up the next day.
Oh, man. Where's the old days at? When you work hard, it's even like that with raises and stuff. When I have clients going out to candidates, they're like, do I get a raise in 30 days? I'm thinking 30 days. You're supposed to wait a little bit, right? It's crazy. I mean, we're in some fun times, but it's going so fast that, if you don't keep up with it, man, you're just going to get passed by. I got to ask you, so you're in the streets all the time talking to clients and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the pain points you see right now you can throw out there, maybe a couple of tips that you're seeing? They're coming to you and say, hey, Mike, this is something why I need Avionte.
Yeah. So, what we're hearing now more than we did last year was clients are, I'll back up for a second. Over the past several years, we were in a situation where there were way more jobs than there was talent that was available, right? Now we're in a situation where that gap is closing considerably, and now clients are shifting their focus to new business development, where 2 years ago they were turning away job orders, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now they're looking to get back to build their job orders. So some of the things that we're seeing is that need to have this their CRM and the ATS all in one platform, because sometimes those lines can be blurred, whether somebody is a client or a potential candidate, and then leveraging that data in your system for marketing purposes, whether you're exporting it to a third party or just leveraging the mass messaging tools within your platform to start those conversations. But having the ability to really target a market that you're going maybe for an on-site visit. Let's pull a search out of the system of what other potential prospects are in this area that I'm going to be visiting, and then plan on some drops if you can't get a scheduled sit-down meeting, right? So that's those are some of the things that we're seeing. But in addition to that, it's companies that are looking to gain efficiency by consolidating their tech stack or add automation to their tech stack, because their team is now focusing more on potentially bringing in more business, and they're shifting focus a little bit. So having tools to help enable that is crucial.
Do you see companies out there that had so much tech stack that they have to, like you said, they got to slim down? They bought everything in the beginning, and now they're like, oh my goodness, I need this. And then naturally you can come in and consult them with that.
Yeah, interesting. I had a demo earlier today, and it was a company that took sort of a best of breed approach to their tech stack. And what they realized is their costs have exploded, not just for their cost for each piece of technology, but they're responsible for keeping it connected and making sure that the data is flowing in cases where it can flow. In other cases, they're actually downloading CSV files to upload from one system to another. So they have a lot of manual touch points. So they had maybe what they thought was a good idea 5 years ago, but now they're realizing that that it is creating inefficiencies and has increased their costs considerably. And this one particular company, like their costs are today with all these platforms double what the same solution would be in our platform. Like, it's just all those different moving parts can have an impact on just costs and data flow and maintenance, etc.
Well, the amazing thing I always say is so many staffing firms start out small. They buy an ATS that's small, then they outgrow it, and they try to, go into another one. We all know that. How many times I'm on these calls and they're like, to transfer data to one ATS to another one, please tell people out there, Mike, it's kind of brutal sometimes. Am I right?
So yeah, it can be. It is. There. I want to say. I don't want to say it's painful, but there's a process you got to go through when you're doing an implementation.
Nothing happens overnight.
And if you're starting with data that's a mess, it's a little bit of extra work. We deal with the cleanup as part of our implementation, but having it start clean makes life a little bit easier.
Man, I always love shooting the shit with you, man. It's always fun. You know what I mean? Seriously, at the end of the day, it's all about fun. Anything else out there you want to add before we head out, man? Because I just want to give everybody a little teaser so I can throw this out for everybody to come to your booth. I mean, 3 of them, at least 3 booths. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, if you walk down the Avionte aisle, you can't miss us. We're on both sides of the aisle, but we're catty corner to WorkN, and then SimpleVMS is down the hall a bit. But I really want to know, and I think the world probably wants to know, what are you wearing to the Essential Staff Care holiday party or Halloween party, costume party?
I mean, what do you think it is? Can't tell you yet.
I don't know. I'm thinking a baby shark costume in something along those lines. Maybe an inflatable baby shark.
We're not going that crazy, are we, Mike? Now are you going to maybe go out there and order something? Hey,
well, I'll tell you,
that quick delivery.
I don't have any plans.
One day.
I don't have any plans. I've been sort of out of the loop with our internal planning because I've been traveling for meetings. So hopefully I can throw something together or maybe get on board with whatever else some of the Avionte team members are doing. I saw some good ideas.
Well, the ESC party, I have to say, if it's Wednesday night, it's going to be, all I can say is every year, it's something you say, wow, at the end. Seriously, it is. Oh, yeah. It's a great time. Good people, too.
It always is. Yeah, for sure.
It is. I got to give a shout out real quick to my partner here, Advanced Partners. So there they are. They put the fun in funding. That's my peeps there. Yep. Shout out to them.
I like that.
You like that?
Good people. They'll be. They put the fun in funding.
Dude, only me. Hey, that was only over 1 beer. I thought of that. You know that, Mike.
That's brilliant.
Brilliant. Okay, before we go, Mike. So Charlotte. So real quick here, I don't know if you've seen the other shows though. It's NASCAR, but there's somebody else that's real big in Charlotte. Do you know who it is? Come on, we're about the same age. Did you ever watch wrestling?
Back in like the early 90s.
Ric Flair. You remember the Nature Boy?
Yeah, I remember Ric Flair.
Who doesn't know? So on 3, we're going to give the famous, you know what he says, right? The woo. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Woo!
That's the staffing world.
All right.
Always a blast. Hey, Mike, like I said, it's always a pleasure, buddy. Can't wait to meet you and everybody else out there, the team. You guys rock it out, man. Love the A-team to death, man. And I will see you in Charlotte next week, man.
Perfect. See you then.
All right, brother. Take care, man.